Hi, I'm Kendall Wallace, and I facilitate effective communication and collaboration for teams in the workplace. I'm committed to creating dynamic environments where opposite parties come together and collaborate. Have you ever described your organization by using the term siloed? Or have you ever been at the water cooler and talked about somebody else, or maybe had a conflict with people at work? Well, I break down those silos and those conflicts and really address them through a dynamic workshop where you really get complete with those past conflicts and create a new way forward to collaborate with your colleagues. So the workshop is a two-part process. In the first part, what we do is really get complete on the past breakdowns in communication. And we do this through a series of exercises to get yourself in the world of the other person's shoes. And in the second part, what we do is really address the biggest problem facing the organization and create a new way forward for communicating. So I worked with an organization recently that was having a real challenge acquiring customers. And what I found was there was a real breakdown in the communication between the two primary teams within the organization charged with acquiring customers. I conducted interviews with the teams before the workshop and then sent out a survey to really get a better grasp on what the situation was. And I presented these findings just to offer up some transparency at the beginning of the workshop, and so that people could really understand, oh wait, it's not, the other team thinks it's my fault, but then we think it's the other team's fault. And really to kind of get themselves in the shoes of what was happening and the fact that no one was really taking responsibility to address the problem. I did a series of empathetic listening and or empathy exercises to get one in the shoes of the other person. And one of the things I teach is a way to listen to people, really listening for what they're saying, listening for the emotion behind it, and listening for ultimately what they're committed to. Because when we listen that way, we really are able to get inside the world of another person. And then it makes it much less easy to villainize them or create gossip around them or not collaborate with them. And when we really get inside their world, we can really facilitate excellent collaboration and then create better products. It's an experiential process, and it's important that people are in the same room to address these issues and breakdowns in communication, but it's also equally important that you have a facilitator like myself that makes sure to guide the conversation so that we don't end up with any arguments that could potentially cause even more negative impact. These are necessary conversations to have within organizations, and quite frankly, I facilitate them very effectively so that it is a very positive result at the end, and you come away being free from the past and being able to create something new with your teammates. When I facilitate these conversations, we're gonna have a positive result at the end of it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We will. That's what's important here, to disrupt the past and really harness a new way of communicating so that you can create something much more positive than you did yesterday. By the end of the session, there will be a new set of ideas, practices, and frameworks to break out of the cycle of poor communication and lack of listening. Nailed it!